Okay, a few takeaways from last night's NBA games. Grizzlies Mavericks had a matchup between a few MVP candidates. Wasn't much of a battle though, because Luka dropped 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists in 30 minutes. And at least four other players other than Luka had over 15 points. Things might start looking up for the Grizzlies defensively when Jaren Jackson comes back, but the Mavs were just firing on all cylinders. If Christian Wood keeps playing how he's playing, the Mavericks are going to be a Western Conference Finals contender. In a similar type of game, the Clippers beat the Kings by 2 points, but it really wasn't a close game if you were watching, just because of how Paul George was playing. The shots that he were hitting were ridiculous. Seemed like wherever the basketball was, he was just there. 40 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. He was grabbing boards, doming, and scoring. Like he really did all you can do. For the Clippers, it was just give him the ball, let him work. On the other side, De'Aaron Fox played out of his mind too, but Sabonis and Harrison Barnes were kind of stinking to me. After watching the game, Sabonis was just kind of getting the ball in the paint, not being able to work. Harrison Barnes was bricking, pulling his 2013 Golden State thing, but I would start Keegan Murray over Harrison Barnes just because he is different. He's good at basketball. Until they figure out how to get consistency out of all the role players, though, they won't win many games. Bucks Rockets, not going to talk about this one at all. It's just a matter of experience versus youth. Bad shot selection, turnovers by the Rockets, and I mean, you're not going to stop Giannis with anybody on the Rockets right now. Celtics Magic, Tatum is another MVP candidate. It's only 3 games into the season, but it doesn't seem like his beginning of the season woes are carrying over to this season. He had another 40-point game in a fairly close game. The thing with the Magic is that they just have no depth. Paolo definitely needs to work on his 3-point shooting right now, or just stick to being an inside the arc scorer. I mean, you can say you won't get better unless you actually practice it, but, I feel like he should focus on just being an inside the arc scorer right now. Being more efficient would definitely help with them losing games within less than 10 points, that is. Heat Raptors, good game. 3-point game, pretty close game all the way through. Solid defense by both teams. Both teams all around good offensive game as well. Raptors bench could have put in more of an effort to get points up, but Jimmy Butler was very strong down the stretch. You could tell. They also need to stop using that damn picture of Jimmy for the thumbnails, man. They need to stop using dreadlock Jimmy with no facial hair, damn, for all of their thumbnails. They clearly trolling, but yeah, they don't look bad when they're efficient. That's what I'll say. I'll keep it at that. Thunder Nuggets. Jokic, man, that's a damn MVP candidate right there. When everybody's clicking on all cylinders on that team, they're going to win basketball games. Shea, 28, 3, Giddey, 19 and 12. I mean, they're going to be your best 2 players every night on the floor. But Jokic, man, 19, 13 and 16, just fucking disgusting with it, bro. Aaron Gordon, a double-double. Michael Porter, 22. KCP 21. I mean, just looking at the game, like when their starters play that well and they have bench players that actually put up more than like 10 points, they're going to win basketball games. You won't stop a team that clicks on all cylinders like that when your stars dropping 19-point triple doubles. Piston Pacers, Ben Mathurin, good lord. He's a very good rookie, man. Also, Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know why I said Ben Mathurin first. I mean, just because he had the high-end points, but Tyrese, man, 24 and 10. He's probably top 5 efficient point guards in the league right now. Just off of efficiency alone, like turnover to assist ratio, like field goal percentage. Like, he's very good at basketball. Unfortunately, the Pistons couldn't keep up offensively. Like, no one had over 20 points, if I'm not mistaken, except Cade. Cade and Sadiq, they had 20 apiece basically. Cade had 22, but still, I mean, not enough to stop Ben Mathurin, man. Ben Mathurin is so good, bro. He's coming for this Rookie of the Year campaign. And yeah, we'll see how they turn out this year. I mean, they have not played anybody worth noting yet, but we'll see how that goes. Lastly, if the Sixers lose 2 more games, Doc Rivers is gone. Absolutely no reason they should be losing to the San Antonio Spurs, who are significantly focused on tanking. Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, both built like that. I'm not going to take away from them as players at all. They're both very good at basketball. I do not believe that a team with 2 MVPs, depth, and role players should be losing to teams of this caliber, though. Looking at the box score alone, you can kind of tell that they're not getting anybody else outside of the initial 5 involved. And you had a total of 10 bench points all game in a 40 plus minute game. I understand bench points aren't the craziest thing to take into consideration, especially when you just alternate your starters within your bench players, but seeing 17 minutes, 2 points, 16 minutes, no points, 10 minutes, no points from some guys, it just proves there's no motion in your offense. That's just looking at the box score alone. But if y'all watch the game, y'all could see how ineffective their offense was. And their defense was kind of bad also. Like, Jakob Poeltl was grabbing boards, getting clutch shots. But hey, regardless, unless they figure out how to work out and get good looks for the entire offense, they're not going to win many games, regardless of how talented they are. But yeah, those were just some takeaways from last night's game. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, show your boy some love. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing to the channel. We just getting started, man, but I got some things planned. Make sure y'all follow the TikTok. We just did some numbers on the TikTok the other day, man, but look, we got more news coming for you daily. Yeah, make sure y'all show some love, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.